Guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hope you guys are all doing well. Big up to every single one of you that is locked in. If you're watching this on playback and you're watching this live, smash the thumbs up either way. Hit the subscribe button here on the Bayern View. We're so close now to 4K. As well as that, obviously, we're here for episode 2 of the Football Rivals show here with Josh. Big up to you every single time. Thank you for coming on, my G.
Big up Liam every single time. Good to be back with our show. Obviously, we've got some interesting topics to talk about from both our clubs. Not a good weekend for me. A great weekend for you, man. Great result for Bayern, of course. But thanks for having me back on, bro. And I'm looking forward to tonight as always, bro.
Yeah, man. Always welcome. But yeah, his channel is in the link or is in the description, and it is in the title. Click it, subscribe. You know the rules. Don't be a fraud. Yeah, big up to everybody locked in. But yeah, big up the Villa fan. How you doing? Big up Godfrey. How you doing, my bro? Yeah, 100%. Smash the likes. You know what? I'm actually gonna star that comment. But yeah, let's get straight into it. What do you want to talk about first, bro? It's generally up to you.
I tell you what. Let's go, because I'm gonna waffle about my team and how shit we were, bro. Yeah, let's start with you, man, because you had a much better week. Yeah, I mean 4-0 against Stuttgart. You know, you must be buzzing with that, right?
Not really, no.
Performance was bad.
Yeah, cool. We got the win, but for 57 minutes, mate, we were shit.
Really?
Yeah, terrible. Absolutely diabolical. Like a lot of people.
Wait, I got one question. Yeah, did he play Paulinho for once?
No.
No, what, bro? No. Where's this guy due to start?
Did
he come off the bench?
He did come off the bench. We'll get into that. But basically, yeah, we won 4-0. From the 57th minute, Harry Kane scored a long shot, which was a rocket. And then from then, he went on to score a hat-trick. Bro missed like, I think 5 or 6 easy opportunities that he should be burying, and he buries every other day. Missed those, but then goes and scores you a long shot, which was quite funny because the opponent's goalkeeper was actually Arloni. He's the player that they keep on saying that he's going to be the next Neuer in all of this, and he's the replacement. And yeah, we smashed 4 against him. So just to expose him some more, because I can't stand him. I think he's crap. To be honest with you, like he, you know, obviously no one's ever going to be the next Neuer. Don't get it twisted. But at the same time, like, why paint him as the next Neuer? You know what I mean? You know, this is the next keeper. That's what you need to say. Not this is the rightful successor. No, there isn't anyone that's a rightful successor. You know. But yeah, no. But Palini did come on, but I made an emergency stream about it because it was doing my nutting. Pavlovic got injured. Not stretched off. He did walk off, but he may as well have been stretched off. He's broken his collarbone. So he's going to be out for the next 3 months. So I was fuming because, you know, if Peanut Head Company would have actually played Palini in the first place, that wouldn't have happened. I understand a freak injury is a freak injury, but yeah, that really annoyed me. But yeah, I guess from an outsider's perspective, it was good, you know, good result. But at the same time, just for me personally, you know how I am. I just look at it from a different way. I'm not one of these sheep that sees a 4-0 win and they're like all giddy. You know, so that's just generally how I see it.
Surely he'll play Paulinho now, though, that Pavlovic is injured.
I hope so. I really do hope so, because who else could he play? You know, he's got maybe Guerrero in the midfield next to Kimmich, maybe Goretzka again.
Goretzka, I reckon he would probably play Goretzka for you lot.
Like if he doesn't play him in the Barcelona game, bro, yeah, he's gonna get slaughtered, because we will get slaughtered in that game. He needs to play in that game. Like, we'll obviously preview the Barca game coming, because obviously that's our game that comes in the next couple of days. Yeah. Obviously we'll talk about your game as well. But like, it's just so dumb. He should have been playing him from the start, you know. And a lot of people were. You know, I thought Palini was man of the match. I know Harry Kane got a hat-trick, but I thought since, you know, because it was early on the substitution, from then he was just brilliant. But a lot of people were confused on what he was doing, because obviously you'll know this, being watching the Premier League and watching him a couple of times. Like he kept on pressing, and Palini doesn't normally press. He's normally a 6. So I have an idea that Obviously, he wasn't in Company's idea to play, so he went in and did the role of Pavlovic. That's generally how I see it. I feel like he was, playing that role. Big up Zia, how you doing, my man? Smash up the likes every time, people. But yeah, a bit of an interesting one, and then obviously we push on to Barca. But yeah, let's see what happens. It's just unfortunate that the player that should have been playing in the first place now will play because the other player that we were playing is injured, and he's only 20 as well. That's the problem. He's a 20-year-old kid, Pavlovic. So
Pavlovic,
yeah,
good player, right? As well.
Yeah. Very, very good player. It's just really annoying, to be quite honest with you. But yeah,
I saw Coleman scored as well, man.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad goal, I won't lie. It was a good goal after he took about 6 shots and missed every single one of them. He sent one of them over to Zia's house in Saudi. But no, fair enough to him. I just don't think he wants to be here. But yeah, he did get the goal, so fair enough. But we really they were terrible, diabolical.
Really, that's surprising because they had a great season last season. You spoke about their manager being like the uncle, right? Is your
so he's the nephew of the higher up at our club. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. So that's their manager, and apparently I've heard that they got a good manager there, and obviously they're playing Champions League football this season. So it's in, but I don't know where they are on the league table. They've had a poor start to the season, Stuttgart.
Bundesliga. I don't think they were doing that bad. Where are they? Stuttgart. They are currently. Would you say 10th? Yeah, 10th.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so from those 2 wins and 3 draws, obviously they only had 1 loss at that point. But yeah, they smashed Dortmund 5-1. It's not, they weren't that bad. They went head to head with Real Madrid. I believe they lost 3-1 in the Champions League against Real Madrid, but for a large part of the game, they went head to head with them. So very good team, very good players, very good manager. They just didn't turn up. They basically shit the bed, to be quite honest. And yeah, crumbled under the pressure. But we were terrible for most of that game. Yeah, that's definitely not going to be a sheep saying.
So, would you say the scoreline doesn't really reflect your performance then?
For 57 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
Once that first goal in, then you could see us
okay.
Then we were going and going and going and going. But
so what was it like 57? Was it just like you struggling to break them down? Was that make it frustrating for you? Was it like the end product was poor?
And yeah, it would have been the end product because we weren't bad in the sense of getting dominated by them because they didn't play well at all. But it was more the fact of Bayern just not if I go on this, we had 22 shots, 10 on target. They had 4 with 1 on target. They only had 4 shots in a whole 90-minute game. And I understand obviously Bayern Munich always have the possession. We had 699 passes, 66% possession. So we're always going to dominate unless we go against a team like Real or Man City or whatever. But it just more in the fact of it's just not the performance that we deemed, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that was basically that, to be honest. I'll take the 3 points. We still haven't lost. I feel like that's why people are still coming at me saying, why are you being negative? It's no, I could see, not seeing the future type shit, but I could see where's going wrong and so on.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, no, company's doing good. He hasn't lost yet.
Leipzig. I'm looking at the table now. Leipzig is still challenging you, right? 7
neck to neck. Yeah, we're only above them on goal difference. So
yeah,
same point.
And have you played them yet, or you still got to play them?
No, we haven't played them yet. Let me have a check quickly. We played them. So Union Berlin. Why is it not showing me the rest? They play Dortmund soon. I know that.
Yeah.
Let me see when we play them. So we play Dortmund on the 30th of November. That's a clash and a half. I don't know. I think we play them next year. Yeah, we do. I don't. Oh no, we play them. We play them 21st of December.
Okay, still quite a while away.
At the end of the year, yeah. So still, it's still going to be a challenge. They're still going to be coming, up against us. Big up, bro. Big up.
Big up,
Every
man.
single time. So yeah, it's interesting, man. It's going to be an interesting tie. Like I can't have them winning it. Like Leverkusen's one
They're the
thing.
haters club in Germany, right? Everyone hates them.
Yeah.
Right.
The way that they come up worse than City. Like City were always
Oh,
a club.
is it?
Yeah, they changed their name and everything. Like,
Oh, mad.
so yeah, they are the epitome of scum, quite literally. Like absolute scumbags. So yeah, I can't stand them. That's why I was so hating on Klopp as well, because now obviously Klopp's he's the director of both clubs.
Yeah, director of all the Red Bull ones.
Yeah. So, you know,
mate, imagine how Dortmund fans feel about that now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one.
That's mad. Like Klopp was doing, well at Dortmund, and now he's gonna manage them. Like, well, not manage, but direct.
Yeah.
Leipzig, bro.
Yes,
it's crazy.
It's mad.
They got some good players. I'm looking at their team. I mean, they got
very
good
players.
Like
Very
Openda, Sesko, Simmons. He's really good. Noussair, I've heard a lot about.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Gratitude, I think, from Netherlands. Yeah, I mean Klosterman. Yeah, they've got good players there, and they're starting the season off well, man. So, I mean, Dortmund have still. I mean, Dortmund have dropped off a little bit. It's the 7th.
Yeah, I thought they were going to challenge this year. To be honest, I said that they might even win it. To be honest,
because they ain't got Tadic anymore, do they?
No, they got Fahim. Yeah.
Fahim, yeah, whatever his name is. Yeah. So
interesting to see what happens in the league. At the moment, we're still top because of goal difference. We will always be there because of goal difference anyway. But let me start that comment. We'll go into that in a minute. But yeah, we can move over to your team if you want to. You got you just go ahead, bro. I don't even know what to say. Yeah,
we got humbled by Bournemouth. Got absolutely humbled by Bournemouth. Going into the game, firstly, I remember we did a show on my channel. I think I predicted 3-0. I think you predicted 5-0 or 4-0.
4-0, I think.
Yeah, 4-0. So got into the game, we were thinking, you know what? We should be getting the win. 3 points. Let's move. And it was pathetic, man. Absolutely pathetic. And honestly, bro, it is the same old Arsenal. Year in, year out. It's these types of results. Last season, for example, we played against Fulham. We lost the game 2-1. We look back on that game and we said that's where we should be winning these types of games. It was West Ham. We lost to Emirates, Villa. These types of games we'll look back on. I started already this season to Bournemouth. With all due respect to them, yeah, fair play to them. Credit where credit's due because they deserved that all day long against Arsenal, right? And their manager, very well organised manager, had them very well set up as well. They knew exactly what it is doing. And let's just not kid ourselves. People talk about, the red card changed the game. Yeah. Before the red card, that first 25 minutes, we were awful. It was such an awful start anyway, as it was. And it's kind of like, even dismissing the red card, I still think it would have been a very tough game to go and get the win. We probably would have scored from a set piece or something and got a 1-0 win or something in the end. But, obviously, the lineup from Arteta, and that game's on him. That whole game for me is on Mikel Arteta, and his lineup and his decisions and his tactics, everything about him. Because why would you play Mikel Merino, Thomas Partey, and Declan Rice in the three in the midfield? There's no creativity. There is no creativity, and better yet, he's put Mikel Merino in number 10 instead of number 8 when we signed him. So make it make sense. There's no creativity, right? Fair enough, we had no Saka. Sterling had to play there. And then the rest of the lineup I was reasonably happy with. But obviously, that first 20 minutes, you can clearly see it wasn't working already. There's no creativity. There's nothing going forward. Havertz getting no service whatsoever up front. And then the red card happened. Yeah, Trossard. All came from him. Trying to assist Evan Nilsson. Literally, man played him through on goal. Like, what are you doing, Trossard? And then Saliba has to make a decision. And then do you know what the thing that really annoys me, Liam, is do you know what the excuse is from half these Arsenal fans? And even like Tottenham fans, and we know who we're talking about. Arsenal were robbed. How talking about the red card. Mate, what? Please, I'm sick and tired of it, yeah? We were not robbed. Why can't these fans look at the bigger picture and look at the overall performance and actually look what happens and actually look at the manager and our own individual players as well, instead of blaming referees 24/7 about no consistency? Yeah, I mean, maybe there is no consistency. I mean, you saw something similar happen in the Chelsea game, you know, and he only got a yellow card. Cool. But honestly, it's a red card. It clearly is a red card as well. You know, awful from Trossard. Saliba, poor decision making from Saliba, right? And people need to look at bigger pictures instead of blaming referees 24/7 and blaming VAR and all this, right? And blaming because that guy was watching. I don't know what his name is. The guy who runs who's always in the VAR box. He's actually at the stadium on his phone, and people think it's a conspiracy theory and all this, and the VAR on against us. Listen, look at the bigger picture, people. Yeah, we were shocking even before the red card. But yeah, that red card changes the game. That's our third one, by the way, this season, right? So there's a bit of a disciplinary issue, I personally believe. That red card changes the game. And then, Arteta decides, you know what? We ain't got no creativity. So he decides, let's just take off the pace that we have and bring on Raheem Sterling. He decides to take off Raheem Sterling, which gives us no pace whatsoever. Brings on Kivior when he didn't need to do that. We had enough players to go over back three. Just play Calaflori, Gabriel, Ben White, go with a back three. Don't have to change it. Get Martinelli on. Keep Sterling there. We have pace going down the wings. That's where we could have hurt them, right? And at the end of the day, he took off Sterling, brought on Kivior, and second half we actually could have won it. Martinelli came off the bench, had a big chance to win the game, missed it, and that's the small lines that you got to fix. These are the small moments he has to fix up. This makes you a class. This makes you a better player if you take those chances. He wasn't clinical there. He misses that big chance. If he scores that, it changes the game. We probably would have gone and won the game 1-0. And then 1 minute later, awful defending. They get a corner, right? I think it was Christie. What a goal by him, by the way. But literally, he's just got a free run in the box, Liam. Nobody's picking him up. He's got a free run in the box. Great finish. And there's their goal. And then after that, we're 1-0 down to 10 men. Arteta looks clueless on the touchline. Kivior makes an awful back pass. Then we can see the penalty. They get a penalty, 2-0. And then Arteta decides now we're 2-0 down. He'll wait until 10 minutes left to bring on Jesus and to bring on Wanyeri. When you should have done that either at halftime or 10 minutes into the second half. It's just an absolute disgrace. Absolute pathetic performance, embarrassment of a performance. To lose to Bournemouth, with all due respect, going away from home and losing like that. It's just the way. It's not just the result; it's the manner and the performance. The way, just like the players. The only one who can't hold his head up high, is probably Thomas Partey. He's the only one in the midfield who actually he actually gave something, But the rest needs to hand their heads in shame. If we're playing like that, we're not winning anything this season, and people need to realise that as well. And if you pick up these same results like we're doing year in, year out, then we're going to get the same old Arsenal, which we've been seeing and witnessing now for many, many years. So nothing's going to change there. We have got Liverpool next. Saliba's out, right? Timber's still out. So we're going to have to go with Zinchenko left back against Salah. And we are absolutely... And you see that story every single time. He gets absolutely cooked. So... I'm not confident that we'll go in Liverpool, man. I know we'll probably talk about Shakhtar as well tomorrow, Champions League games, but man, bro, absolutely fuming, man. It's a disgrace, and it all goes for me. That performance is all on the manager. You got it completely wrong, man.
Yeah. What on the red card? I didn't watch the game because you were literally playing the same time we were.
Yeah.
But I've watched it a couple of times. So obviously, people are like, they put it on Twitter and so on. Do you think the way the player was running, do you think that Saliba should have just ran with him and tried to shoulder barge him off the ball, or do you think he should have just leave him? Because you touch the shoulders, people are going to go down straight away. Yeah. Obviously it's last man as well. Obviously I know it's a terrible pass. Don't get it twisted.
Yes.
But to put him in that position is obviously shit. But at the same time, it's not like Saliba's Eric Dyer, for instance.
100%. That was why I was so surprised that he really, he made a very poor decision for me in that situation because listen, there's two ways I look at it. Yeah, you let him go, yeah, and plus Ben White as well could have recovered as well if even I know it's a bit far away, but even Ben White was closing in a little bit if I look back on it, right? You know, you let him go. Say the worst comes to worst, he scores. We're 1-0 down, but at least, you know, we got 11 men. Saliba's still there, you know what I'm saying? And I think, you know, we got to go down. We can easily come back, right? Or, as you said, number 2, yeah, where, you know, he could have made a better decision. And I've seen him so many times doing this, Saliba, where I praise him because his last-ditch tackling is top. You know, against Palace, he did it with, I think, Edouard, who's through on goal. Saliba comes out of nowhere, last-ditch tackle. I was thinking, very unlike him, you know, to make that type of decision-making, just bring him down like that, you know. And again, I think he could have fancied his chances a lot more better. But I actually think he panicked for once, where it was a very, very awful pass from Trossard. That didn't help whatsoever. I don't know what he was thinking. And I look more Trossard than I do Saliba. But yeah, I actually think he panics a little bit. And I think, you know, he made a very, very poor decision, which is very unlike him for sure. So yeah, I mean, it's one of those ones really. It depends how you look on it. I'm very surprised in Saliba. And I think, yeah, it's a deserved red card. We were not robbed. People saying we were robbed because we was not robbed. Let's look at the big picture, people. We were shocking anyway, even before that first 25 minutes. We was all over the place. Yeah, nothing going forward, no creativity going forward. Yeah, and then Arteta decides to take off the pace that we actually had in Sterling, because he's actually only trying to get forward and do something. He's frustrated, of course, because it's Sterling, but at least he's actually trying and taking on players and trying to make something happen. And you take him off. It's just baffling, bro.
No, I get it. You know, it's like, obviously you don't ever want to be put in that situation where the pass is passed back to you. You make that decision, wrong decision, but in that split second, you've got to make a decision. So I understand why you wouldn't be as mad as Saliba, sorry. But yeah, like, it's mad. It's just Arsenal being Arsenal, though, isn't it? You know, without being too rude.
No, you're spot on.
Like, why you obviously mentioned it when you started talking about Arsenal. Like, why is he playing 3 DMs? Like,
it is so baffling. You know, if you're gonna play Marino, at least actually play him where we signed him to play him, and that is number 8. You know, why play him number 10? You know, like, it's baffling. You clearly saw in the first 15-20 minutes that was never going to work with Mika Marino there. Play the guy where we signed him number 8. You know, that's where we signed him. That's why we, you know, signed him in the first place. And that's why because we needed cover there, because we still haven't replaced Granit Xhaka yet, by the way. Yeah, and like, I wasn't Xhaka's biggest fan, but in his last season, he was really, really good with Arsenal. Yeah, he's superb. Had a great end to the season. And enter his final season, sorry. And we've still not replaced him. Apparently, Mika Marino is a replacement. So why don't you play him where he actually needs to play Mika Arteta? That is number 8, instead of playing him out of position and then having an extra 2 of Partey and Declan Rice. It's just not going to work. There's no creativity there whatsoever at the end of the day. You know, it was working before with even Trossard was doing well there. But you put Trossard back to the win instead of playing him where he's been playing in the recent games with Havertz up front, and they had a good link up with each other there. And then he decides to change it. Like, I get we haven't got Odegaard. I know it's a massive miss, yeah. But this is where you go back to win, though. This is why you don't get rid of Smith Rowe. Yeah? Or, you know, Vieira. I mean, Vieira I was not a big fan of. You send him out on loan. If you want to send these players out, you got to replace them at the end of the day. And we never replaced him. Yeah, we never replaced him. Now we're paying the price of Odegaard being out injured. It was working with Trossard, don't get it twisted. But Arteta wants to try new things around. He has his habit, right, Liam, of trying new things. I don't understand it. You know, like, example, putting Partey right back yet again against Southampton. Playing Havertz into midfields. Yeah, you know, putting Trossard into midfield now to see if it works. It's like, and then doing these 3, you know, midfielders. Like, it's just baffling at times, man. It really is. So, yeah, the team selection was a disgrace. I don't want him ever to see that again. And plus, I know we spoke about it in last show, yeah, about, you know, Wanyeri and this kid being hyped up. And all this, we shouldn't overhype him. But the guy's there. You know, you've made that decision to not bring in another replacement for Odegaard, to be a backup for Odegaard. You've made that decision for Wanyeri to be that guy. and you're playing him for 9 minutes. You know, and even for the 9 minutes, yeah, I ain't gassing people up too highly. But he came on, he looked sharp. I've been crying out for this guy to start these types of games. So he's there. He's a player there that we should be playing, but Arteta doesn't, and we should never play that midfield again, man. You got it all wrong.
Who would you have dropped out of the three midfielders?
For me, I actually said I went with Marino in the 8. I went with Thomas Partey, and I went with Nwaneri. So Rice.
Okay.
I should have dropped Rice, because if you drop Thomas Partey, and once again, he had a fantastic. He is probably one of our highest players. Can actually come off the pitch while he set up high, yeah? If you drop Partey, after the way he's been playing, you know how rusty the guy can get. You know he needs a run of games. You know, you drop Partey, it takes him a while to get back, because he's a very injury-prone player, because he's a player that needs consistent game time. Yeah, and I don't think Rice has been at his best this season whatsoever as well. So I would have rested him. And I would have played Marino, where he actually should be playing number 8, Partey and Ethan Nwaneri, bro.
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, obviously difficult night at the office for you, obviously. It's just one of those games, isn't it? You can always slip up, especially in the Premier League. Obviously all the eyes are on it. So, especially with you obviously trying to push for this title again. It's obviously an annoying one for you, obviously. Obviously, we're moving on to Champions League this week. You play, obviously, tomorrow. I was going to try to push this show for tomorrow, but I looked at the schedule. I was like,
we're on tomorrow.
Yeah.
You guys Wednesday, right? Yeah.
Yeah. What do you make of that game against Shakhtar Donetsk?
Yeah. Look, at the end of the day, I had actually got a Shakhtar fan on my channel, and he gave me a bit more insight today on everything basically about their club, and I get you got to feel a bit of empathy for them because of what they're going through, in their country. But he's basically been saying there's a huge mess at Shakhtar right now in terms of their league position. They're currently 4th place in the league. They've had an awful start to the season. Their manager's a bit on edge, with the fans. The fans want him out. It's pretty much divided as well because, he won them the Ukrainian league, but this season he's been awful. So it's like, they kind of want him. And who knew they have standards as well, people. It's not hard, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they actually want him out as well. But yeah, no, they've had an awful start. Champions League as well. They drew Bologna. They got battered by Atalanta. So they've lost it. Well, they haven't won in their first 2 Champions League games so far. And, what I will say is they're a side who have that experience of being Champions League. You always look at Shakhtar.
Yes.
And, they've been in the Champions League many, many years now in a row as well. They always seem to qualify. And they play the big teams. And last season, it was in Barcelona's group. And they beat Barcelona 1-0. And actually beat Madrid. I look at some of the results. They drew in Madrid a few years ago. But then I think lockdown season, they did the double over Madrid. They beat them both home and away. So they have that, and I know it's a few years ago, and it's a completely different team now and all this, but they have that mentality, they have that experience in Champions League as well, of playing against these big teams. So they'll fancy anything, really, even coming to the draw, even getting a draw at the Emirates, he was saying. So it's going to be, some of their players talk about that Sudakov guy, I think he's like 22 years of age in the midfield. He's a fantastic player. Apparently, he's going to cause a few issues, so we've got to watch out for him. But yeah, I expect Arsenal to bounce back. It's as simple as that. Our home record is really good in Europe. We've got a really good home record at Emirates. It's like a fortress. So, last season we beat Lyon 6-0. I expect similar. But then at the same time, I said that against Bournemouth and we got absolutely humbled. So I need to calm down a little bit. And this is Champions League as well, man.
Yeah.
It's not a Mickey Mouse competition. This is Champions League. If you're not on it mentally, it don't matter who you are. You can get found out. So I'm confident though. Like I do think we will beat Shakhtar with all due respect to them quite comfortably. So I said 3-0 to Arsenal for me, keeping a clean sheet. Again, there's a few doubt of injuries as well. Again, we have to rotate the team around. Keep in mind as well for Liverpool on Sunday, see what he does there. But yeah, Saka's out injured, not in training. Timber's still out, so we have to make a few adjustments there. But I expect we have to bounce back. If we lose or drop points, in this Shakhtar game, we're cooked because the momentum, number one, that's 2 defeats or 2, not winning if we draw with Shakhtar going into that Liverpool game. And number 2, the Champions League itself. If we don't win this game against Shakhtar, we got Inter Milan at San Siro next after Shakhtar.
Yeah.
So that qualifying is going to become very, very slim, So I think we'll beat them comfortably. I'm going to go 3-0, bro, personally.
Yeah, no, you definitely should. Well, you should have beaten Bournemouth. You've obviously just said that yourself, and you should beat them. What is that young lad's name again?
For Shakhtar?
No, for you, the guy that
Wanyeri.
Do you think he'll start in this game, Wanyeri?
I hope he does. It's just with this manager, man. I've been wanting this guy to start since Leicester. After I watched him against Bolton, I was like, and a few cameos off the bench, I was like, give this kid a chance now, give him an opportunity. Why not? I get he's A17, but I said it last stream. I think PSG got Zaire Emery. He's about 18. I mean, we all know about Yamal. I know Yamal, but again, you got these young players giving opportunities. You got these young players in other clubs as well. Into the scene. So I'm like, give this guy an opportunity, man. What's the worst that can happen?
Because Saliba can play, can't he? Because it's red card.
He can, because he doesn't run over. You're UEFA in Premier League, so he will be there, and he'll be starting, of course. But yeah, as for Wanyeri, I think this guy has to start now. But whether or not he will, because this manager really doesn't seem to trust him. He doesn't seem to trust his bench. He doesn't seem to trust in the youth. So it's kind of like, is he going to start? Probably not. We'll see him against Preston, though, when it really matters in the Carabao Cup. And that's where the kid's going to have to prove himself. But he's already proved himself against Bolton, man. Let's give the guy the opportunity. But this manager clearly doesn't trust him. So he'll probably go with, in terms of the midfield, he better not go with the same midfield that we did against Bournemouth, because then that would be embarrassing. And that would not work whatsoever. He'll probably go back to Trossard in the midfield, I reckon, and Havertz just in front. Maybe he'll drop Marino number 8, and maybe he'll drop either Partey or Rice, or maybe a Jorginho may come in for this type of game. But I really want him to start, man. I don't see it, unfortunately.
No, I get you. And obviously, before we move on to Bayern and the Champions League, you mentioned the hard run you've got. You weren't lying. Obviously, we're talking about the Shakhtar game, which we also just spoke about. Then you got Liverpool. Obviously, when we go on your channel, we'll talk more about this, of course, more in depth, obviously. But yeah, you got Liverpool, then you got Preston, obviously, in the EFL Cup, which should be easy. Should be an easy win. Then Newcastle, Inter, Chelsea, and then Nottingham Forest. So you've got some hard games coming, especially with obviously the injuries you've just spoken about. Saka not being there, Timber not being there. Yeah, man, it's not going to be easy for you coming up.
Yeah, it's really not, man. It's good. Like these runs, this. I said it, like, for this November period, this will be the biggest test for Arsenal this season in terms of if we can get how many points we can really get from these types of games, because let's not kid ourselves. Yeah, I mean, right now, after that performance against Bournemouth, I ain't feeling confident, man. In terms of the Liverpool game, obviously we've got Shakhtar tomorrow night. Get past them, get the win, get momentum back. Go Liverpool game, do what we can there. But yeah, after that, it's obviously EFL Cup. He'll rotate the team around. We'll get through that, sure. But it's the Inter away game at San Siro. That game will be very, very tough, man. I'd be very surprised if we come away and even get a draw out of that game. Real talk. Just going away to San Siro, the manager, the players, the Italian champions for a reason, man. They're very, very good side. And in the Champions League, you saw what they did with Man City as well. Yeah, they kept Man City at bay. How they're going to do us at San Siro as well. So that's the big game there as well. But then even Premier League, I mean, Newcastle going to, because that's away, I'm pretty sure. So going to St. James's Park, we have a very hit and miss record there, to be fair. We lost 1-0 to them last season. Then Chelsea away. They seem to be playing a lot better this season. And again, a bit hit and miss record at Stamford Bridge. We drew with them last season 2-2 there. And then I think, is it Forest you said after that at home?
Yeah, you got Forest, yeah.
it's a team, and that's even that game. It's a team who are doing a lot better this season, but it will come down to Arsenal not being complacent, because we saw it was teams like Southampton and Bournemouth and Leicester. This is a thing. We've been struggling. I said this earlier. Like we've not. If you look at the whole season, yeah, in terms of having an actual comfortable game where we sit there and go, yo, what performance that was, yeah. That was so comfortable, man. That was light work. We've not really had that this season at all. You know, every team we played against, we made it hard for ourselves, if we're being honest with it. Other than maybe PSG, that was probably one of our best performances of the season. Maybe Wolves on the start of the season with the 2-0 win, yes. But Ray had to save us in a few times in that one. But these Southampton games, these Leicester games, these Bournemouth games, we've made it really hard for ourselves. And that's what worries me at the end of the day, in terms of there will be games where we may, like last season, and we've really shown signs of that, to Bournemouth, where we slip up and the title's done just like that. And Man City got it done against Wolves, by the way. 1-1, John Stones, they got the job done, you know, and that's the difference. We struggle to have that mentality to get over the line. And it's been like this. And I hate to sound negative, but it's just how I'm feeling.
Yeah,
we've been like this, you know, for the past couple of seasons with Arteta now. Yes, we came really close, but we're not going over the line. And it seems the same old Arsenal this season. And I hate to say it.
Yeah, no, I get you, man. I get you. And I get your frustration, man. I could see it, you know, because you do have a lot of sheep in the fan base that, you know, obviously most of the good YouTubers, I hate that word, but the good content creators around Arsenal, most of them call it out. A lot of them obviously are sheep, and then obviously you've got Tottenham fans twerking for a rival, which makes me kind of feel quite sick. But anyway, it is what it is. Let's go through the chat, and then we'll go into the Bayern Barca game, because obviously that's the biggest, probably one of the biggest games coming in the Champions League. Thank you very much, bro. Big up to you. You asked thoughts on the Bayern badge change. Yeah, I got a short video coming up on it, so I'll have that coming out. But just quickly, it's not really much of a change, to be honest. It's just a different type of blue, and the text is tiny different. It's not really too much of a change, to be honest. Zia says Josh passed the no geek test. That's what he calls people that aren't sheep, basically.
You big up my guy, man. Come on.
So you know when some would say the mutants.
The mutants.
And then he comes in with some cherries. So yeah, he's got to take the piss on it.
Fair play.
But yeah, big up. Let me give me one. Arteta is in a job that is bigger than his managerial abilities, in my opinion. I 100% agree. And actually, from what Josh has just said, I actually believe Arteta might be the guy to help the guy to win the title. I know that's obviously a mouthful and a half. Pause. But I feel like he's the guy that steadied the ship and got you back where you need to be.
Yeah.
To then someone come in and get you over the line.
100% that, bro. 100%. It's like you're similar. What was it? Brendan Rodgers at Liverpool.
Yes.
Where look how close he came. Is their last Gerrard slip, wasn't it? They could have won the league, but he got them back there. And then Klopp came in, and bosh, you know, they won Premier League, they won Champions League. So maybe, you know, look, of course he's my manager. I understand it. You know, I want him to succeed at Arsenal. I'm not saying that, but you've been a common theme with Arteta, yeah. Like he gets to the crunch time, and it just goes all wrong, you know. So I respect, of course, I hugely respect the job that he's done in terms of getting Arsenal back competing, because we were in the gutter, but he's got us back up there in the title race. He's got us back up there challenging where we should be, and that goes down to him. But maybe you need that like top elite manager. You know, someone like an Ancelotti, you know, like he'd be the one for me if that took it. Because obviously Arteta's on a new contract, man. Like he's going to be here for 3 years. He ain't going anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, especially with the club pushing out this whole trust the process bullshit as well.
And the dogs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I do have to apologise, bro. I just couldn't help it.
This guy, yeah, it's so funny though. I can't even lie.
So to give context, after they got beaten by the Cherries, I asked Josh if he's gonna is win the dog, going to get a walk today. I'm a dickhead, to be honest, but I couldn't miss the opportunity.
It made me laugh, bro, to be fair. So, like, it got my mood up a little bit. I can't even lie after that performance. I can't even lie. But yeah, it's funny, man.
It's mad. It's absolutely mad. Josh, you got standards. Why choose Arsenal? Why are you an Arsenal fan? I've never asked you that.
From my dad, really, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, grew up. He grew up in England, supporting Arsenal. So, obviously, yeah, my dad was obviously. If you guys don't know, I'm half Italian. My dad was born in Italy, but he moved with my nan, of course. They moved to Islington when he was about 4 years old. So he was always in England his whole life, bringing up, and then he is one of the choice. You know, my granddad was very close to supporting Tottenham. I could have been a fucking Tottenham fan, but no, lucky they chose Arsenal. But this is what I'm saying. Like, no, like, listen, I get, Cersei's taking the mick. I get it. But Arsenal, listen, like, we are still, I mean, third biggest club in England, yeah? We still got that gold Premier League trophy at the end of the day. Yeah, Invincible trophy. We're still a big club, and the history doesn't lie to that, yeah? And it's just, I've never seen my club experience. I've never seen my team win a Premier League title, and that's what frustrates me. It's been 20 years, man. Over 20 years since we last won that league title. Yeah. So it's like, it's just so frustrating when we're, going on this cycle. And this is what my issue with was just the standards, and just like, let's just demand a bit more for our club, man, because it's been 20 years without league title. It just ain't good enough, man. We got to stop this. You know what I'm saying? And now it's been like 4 seasons without Arsenal winning a trophy. And it's like, we're Arsenal Football Club. It's unacceptable for a side of Arsenal Football Club to go 4 seasons without winning anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a frustration for me there, man.
Do you have an Italian club?
I do. So my family, they came from Naples, yeah? So the team I go is Napoli, to be honest. Okay. But yeah.
But obviously Arsenal is the main one.
Yeah, Arsenal's like the main club. If I had to root for an Italian team, it would be Napoli. And obviously, like, I root for the national team of Azzurri as well, man.
Yeah, no, I get you. Zia's being a dickhead again, with his gold prem sleeping emoji.
Is yours gold?
Yeah, is yours gold, Zia?
Is yours gold?
To be fair, I actually think Bayer Leverkusen should have actually had a gold one. I feel like the Bundesliga are a bit stingy with that, because they
never got one, did they?
No, they just got a normal one. Imagine going undefeated, and it be like, this is a mad thing as well. That's their first ever league title, and they went undefeated. Like, that's bonkers. In it. But yeah, no, 100. Yeah, fuck Leverkusen anyway. But what's I say? It's all Roma, Juventus. All respect. Keep it moving. It's simple. Boo, Napoli. Hey, it is what it is. I love the increasing content this year. Well, thank you very much. And I'm glad you're enjoying it. We're here to stay. And the grind is not stopping. No one's going to outwork me. Can put it that way. So, yeah, big up, obviously, to Josh every single time. See, I need someone that's going to banter off on, like, if we lose on Wednesday, when we do our show next week, you need to rip me, man, because that's just how it is.
Of course. That's how it is, man. It's how it is.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. But yeah, but obviously, go on.
Nah, especially, like, I was going to say, especially, like, against your ex-manager, man. Lewandowski coming back and all this. Bro.
Yeah.
Be peak if you lose. Big time.
Oh, 100%. Don't get it twisted. I'm with you on that one. Your channel should be on 100k. Thank you, man. Thank you for the kind words. We'll get there. We will get there. Yeah. 100%. We will get there. Big up to everybody. I'm not bantering you guys for losing. Yeah. This is bro. I've seen so many people talking about what happens if what happens if Barca beat you 8-2. If Barca beat us 8-2. Put it this way, and I say this nicest way possible: leave company in Spain, because that prick does not need to come anywhere near Germany if he loses 8-2. Like, that's ridiculous. You can't lose 8-2. We own Barcelona, no matter what Barca fans want to say. Barca are doing really, really good now at this moment in time. but we own them. Like head-to-head record, we've beaten them 10 times. I believe they've beaten us once, and there's 1 draw. You know, so but obviously we're talking about it, so we may as well move into it. Obviously, we got the 4-0 win, which we spoke about. So we're in good form, moving in towards the newest game, which is obviously Barcelona. It's not actually in Barcelona Stadium because it's being renovated. So, you know, there's that in itself. But yeah, no, they're very scary at the moment. And I'm not even trying to do this whole Tottenham thing of Arsenal scary bullshit. Just dead ass. They are actually very scary. They beat Sevilla 5-1 last night. I watched it. To be honest, it realistically should have been 4-1. No, it's blessed. Don't worry, bro. You know, they should have beaten them 4-1 because the first goal, Rafinha is in the box and he dived. There is no if, buts, and maybes about it. He dived, just like Mo Salah did in the Liverpool-Chelsea game for the first penalty call. So, yeah, Lewandowski does what he needs to do. There's no if, buts, and maybes about it. You know,
did he score again?
Yeah. Oh, he scored 2, I believe. He is on fire at the moment.
Guy, bro.
He's on fire. But there is a massive but in there as well, because he normally bottles it when he goes against Bayern Munich. Now, I might eat my words saying that he might go and score like an hat-trick now. But, you know, in that sense, you know, he does normally bottle it going against us. But obviously you went on Omar's channel. Big up to Omar every single time.
Got Omar.
Other than him being a Barca fan, but let's carry on. But no, yeah, no, he's even said himself, you know, we both got really, really good attacks. We can both score really, you know, a good amount of goals. But the problem with it is the defense. Both of our defenses are crap. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Obviously, they haven't gotten an actual goalkeeper. I know that they've got Szczesny now. Obviously, your former keeper.
Yeah, our time.
He hasn't really done anything, to be honest with you. So, yeah, Peña was in for the recent game. I don't know if they're just going to throw Szczesny to the wolves because it's Champions League or not. I don't really know what's going to go on with that, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm not really scared of Szczesny, to be honest with you. Obviously, he's definitely one of those keepers that have got better going into his career when he's matured. Obviously, when he was with you guys, he wasn't the best keeper. Then he obviously went to Juve and was actually quite a good goalkeeper, to be fair. But yeah, Harry Kane can bag it against any goalkeeper. It doesn't matter who it is. But he has to do it in the first minute and not the 57th minute, because if it goes to 57 minutes and we are as crap as we once, you know, we were in that game, because it, like, they were trying to attack us, Stuttgart, they just couldn't. That's the only problem. They just couldn't, because they just couldn't find, like, they were stuck in the mud type shit. So
but Barca will work. That's the case.
Yeah, and Barca are going to come for us. Obviously Lewandowski's their main guy at this moment in time. He's firing on all cylinders. Probably one of the best strikers in the world, even though I don't want to admit it. Yamal is obviously a superstar. We'll see how his career goes, because I think he's very overhyped. I think he's very good, don't get it twisted, but I also think he's very overhyped. I don't think he's as good as people say he is. But hey ho, it is what it is. I'd probably be hyping him up even more if he was my player, to be honest. So, you know, it's one of those. But at the same time, it's an interesting one. In, you know, a lot of people will talk about Yamal, will talk about Lewandowski. No one really wants to talk about Rafinha. Now he did dive in that game, blah blah blah, whatever. But yeah, no. Rafinha is turning. You know, I don't want to say he's 2020 Serge Gnabry, because you know, obviously totally different player base and everything. But yeah, he's basically that's the player that Flick has got performing pretty much. So it's going to be interesting to see. I believe Dani Almo is going to be back as well, which is fantastic because he likes to perform against us every single time. You know, I remember him in the Super Cup. He absolutely skinned it twice and got them the win and stopped Harry Kane from winning his first trophy. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. To be honest, I can see it going either way. I feel like Bayern are going to beat them 4-3, but I can also see it being a 2-2 draw. So I'm a bit of an iffy one. But I just don't. I can't be getting smashed, to be honest with you. Because yeah, that's just going to piss me off, if I'm honest. Let's see what the chat is saying before we delve into it. If we lose Wednesday against Barca, someone to roll. This year, double and UCL is a minimum. I get you. If Barca beats Bayern 8-2, company should go learn Chinese. Yeah. Fair enough. Barca only looking good because of Yamal. That's it. Okay, I think you're being a bit harsh, but all right. I think Bayern could get something against Barca, but Bayern got to be on their game. 100%. I agree with that. I have a feeling KANE will outclass Lower 3-2 Bayern. I hope you're right, mate. I really, really, really hope you're right. Muller probably starting Wednesday. We should be fine. Muller hat-trick. Mate, if Muller scores a hat-trick, that would be nuts. He does. To be fair, he actually does love pulling out goals against Barca, but I don't know if I'm scoring a hat-trick. Maybe, you never know. Liam, who do you want to win tomorrow, Real Madrid or Dortmund? What, Real Madrid versus going against Dortmund, are they? If that's the case, then a draw, because I don't like neither of them, to be honest with you. That's what I would say. KANE, better than Lewandowski at this point in their careers. Interesting. Noah, Liam, he'd want both to lose. Oh, 100%. 100%, yeah. 100%. I'm with you on that one. We should drag Barca. We should, realistically. If Tuchel was coach, don't even talk about that. I'm late. Hope you're here for a bit. Yeah. For a little bit longer. Yeah. We'll get it. We better beat these bozos. We better. Otherwise, we're gonna have Omar coming from a neck. So, and I want to go for his neck, to be quite honest. So, yeah, let's get that going. Bayern should win. Yeah, they should. I agree. Dortmund, don't consider them our rivals. They are our sons. Just like Barca are, to be honest. Do you think Bayern Munich need to replace Neuer? No. No, I do not. But yeah, on this game, what do you? Obviously, I'm the Bayern fan, so I can speak for ever talking about Bayern. But what do you expect for this game?
As I said, I think it's this game, the history of it, I think it's going to be. I mean, some of the factors of it as well, like Hansi Flick, your ex-manager. Do you know what it is? Like we have this with Emery, yeah. Emery, obviously Arsenal ex-manager, yeah, always comes back and does something against Arsenal. So could we see something similar? Hansi Flick, ex-manager, and obviously, like we spoke about it last show, but I rate him very highly as manager, and I know, of course, you do as well in terms of how grateful you must be for what he did at Bayern Munich. Like the trophies that he won, how successful he was at Bayern Munich, and obviously, as I said, like he went to Germany, but again, it's one of those ones. It didn't really suit him. International football, maybe different to club football, but now he's at Barcelona and he started the season really, really well. And not just him kind of returning, but we spoke about it. You spoke about it rightly so. Lewandowski. 12 goals. I'm just looking right now already this season. And you've got to put that out to the manager. Look at him last season compared to, this season. Look at him under Xavi compared to how well he's been doing this season. He's getting the best out of Rafinha as well. That's one who people dismiss a little bit, underrate a little bit. They're looking at Yamal being Yamal, the star boy, the wonder kid. And yeah, he's Yamal. But Rafinha's had a great season. 5 goals, already 10 goals and assists already, So... they do have some quality there, Pedri in the midfield still there. What I will say, I think you can get out of defence. I mean, you got Balde, left back. I think he's quality going forward. I think he's got a pace. I haven't really too keen on him defensively personally, but they got Martinez. Kabasi's young, still a bit inexperienced. He's looking good though, but he's again being experienced in terms of Champions League level, I think. But can he do it on the big stage? We'll see. And then Koundé, right back, on his day is good, but. And obviously, as you said, will a goalkeeper change? So I think you can definitely get at them. Yes, it is away from home, but I think you've shown over the years that you own these, man. Like Bayern Munich really well and truly own Barcelona at the end of the day. And I've got a funny feeling that you, man, will actually... I think there'll be goals in the game. I really think there'll be goals. But I actually think you guys will actually maybe scrape a win in the sense that there's goals, but maybe like a 3-2, 4-2 Bayern Munich. I really think that you guys can actually get something out of this game, like real talk. But it's a lot on the line. Obviously, if you do get a thrashing, I think as you said last week, if you do get thrashed in this game by Barcelona, against your ex-manager, against Lewandowski coming back to return to you, yeah, in a Champions League night like this, then company, like, you know, it'll be an absolute disgrace, I think, if the scoreline ends in a thrashing. And it wouldn't surprise me if you Bayern fans want him gone, like real talk. Because, you know, you can't be performing like this in Champions League against Barcelona. Having said that, I think he'll find a way. I think you guys will get over the line. You know, it's going to be a very, very good game. Luckily for me, it's on Wednesday, so I will be watching it. I said that because, of course, we play tomorrow, so that's the game I'm definitely watching, man. I'm really looking forward to it. Obviously, Barca are cooking right now in the league, top of the league right now. I'm just looking. Madrid are slowly but surely catching back up. But yeah, I really think you got to be careful of their quality up front for sure. I think that's where they hurt you the most. So your defense got to be on it. Obviously, we spoke about earlier on the stream about Pavlovic being injured.
Yes.
Play Paulinho. You know what I'm saying? You know, get him in there. But that's a big question. Will he do that in the Champions League? Considering he's not even played, not even started a game this season, would you throw him into the Barcelona game? I know you Bayern fans want him to play for sure, but will company do that? Doesn't seem like it. You know, he'll probably go with like a Goretzka, right? Someone like that, because I remember Goretzka played against us, didn't he? When he played against you guys both legs, so he'll probably go with him there. But I don't know, man. Like, you need to win this game for sure, bro. And you know, like, you losing this game, getting a thrashing, it will not look good whatsoever. Your old manager coming back to haunt you, man. But I really think you'll win. I'm gonna go 3-2 Bayern Munich. You know, I think it's big goals.
3-2.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Interesting. There we go. That's what Josh thinks. That's from his. That's his opinion. Can't speak. Smash the thumbs up if you haven't already, people. Do you want to be two balls in go with the scores or not?
Sorry, say that again?
Do you want to be ballsy and say who will score as well?
Oh, well, the goal scorers. Sure. Lewandowski scores 2. No, I'm joking. He
probably will.
I reckon Rafinha will get 1. And I reckon for Barca, Rafinha. Probably Lewandowski. I'll be real. I reckon he does score against you. I'll be honest. I know you said like he doesn't really turn up, but I just feel he's on fire. You know, let's not get twisted. He's on fire. Yeah. He's going to be fired up for it. So I think he'll get a goal. For you guys, I think Kane. I think Elise, baller. Yeah, big up Elise. And I'm going to go with... I'm going Alfonso Davies. Like, I know you call him a snake, but the snake's on the score. He's going to get you the winner, man. Davies, come on. That's what I'm going to go with bold.
The thing is, if he got us the winner, you know exactly what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that he's playing against them to go forward good. But no. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Let's see. I just want to win, to be honest. I don't care who scores. Neuer could score for more than I care. I just want to beat these lots. So, but yeah, there we go. That's what Josh thinks. Again, like I said, the video if you haven't already. If I had to guess your 5 most hated clubs, Leipzig 1, Dortmund 2, Real Madrid 3, Barca 4, and Schalke 5. No. Real Madrid first, Barca second, Man United third, then Leipzig, Dortmund. Arsenal have got to be up there. I can't stand Arsenal. Not necessarily because of Josh. Josh is a good lad. He's not a mutant like the rest of them. Schalke aren't in there. I don't really like. You got to think Bayern are the kings of Germany. So when you look at I hate Dortmund. I think they're scum. I hate Leipzig. I think they're scum. But they're like we're like the giant and they're little midgets down there just doing their own thing. You know. So yeah, it's more of a European type thing for me personally. But yeah, hey ho, it is what it is. Big up Zia every time. We will send everybody over to Zia in a minute. Well, not in a minute, but when we finish. Big up to Zia every single time. I also will be doing the doing a watch along with him later for WWE Raw. If anyone's interested, we do it every single time. So make sure you go over to Zia Talks. We do it on there, and that's where he gets his clips from, and that's where he clips me, the little turd. So yeah, this guy. What else we saying? Barcelona keep taking something 8-2 game. Still can't win. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? I feel like if they're gonna win, it'll be this time. I don't want to say it, but I feel like it will be. Big up Rajat, how you doing, my G? I hope that Bayern are gonna beat Barca 4-2. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. You think Dani Olmo gets 2? To be fair, actually, Dani Olmo could get something.
Good player,
Agent Davies, mad. Mad. Why Man United? I just can't stand them, man. Their fans talk too much, mate. They talk like they're the creme de la creme. They've only got 3 Champions Leagues. We did a three-peat, you know. We won 3 in a row. You know, not that I was alive then, but still. Yes. I will be doing a preview tomorrow with Omar for this game. So, and I'm gonna rip into him, and I'm sure he's gonna rip into me. So it'll be funny. Big up to him though every single time. If you hate Leipzig, then you hate. Yes, I do. Yeah, I hate every single club, to be honest with you, mate. I am generally a Bayern fan. I don't care about anyone else but Bayern, to be honest with you. But yeah, there we go, people. There we go. We've done an hour. Big up to Josh every single time. Next week, we will be on Josh's channel. We'll obviously talk behind the scenes to all of that and go on so on and so forth. Hopefully, you win tomorrow. I would love for you to lose tomorrow just to see the meltdown again. To be honest, but for you personally, I want you to win. You can't be getting stressed because you're going to be stressed on the weekend when Liverpool batter you. So, you know what I mean? It's a deep one, but either way, big up to you every single time. And yeah, let's just hope we're talking and you're not laughing at me because Barca smashed us. Lewandowski banged in 9 goals or something. Because that would just be typical. But yeah, big up people. If you haven't already, please do smash the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button here on the Bayern View every single time. And if you haven't checked out Josh, his link is in the title. Please go over and...
Bro, you're so close to 4K as well, right? I swear you're
Yeah. I'm like 20 odd away.
20 away, man.
So we'll get there. Hopefully it's not from us getting smashed by Barca though, because it seems like every single time I go live for like a watch along, I get subs from that. So like the Stuttgart one we gained quite a lot from. So
nice.
It's going to be typical, bro. I'll go up by like 30, 40 subs if we get smashed. So you know, it's a double-edged sword. But yeah, smash the subscribe button on Josh's channel. He's on 9.4. Let's get him as close as we can to 10. Okay, you're going to see Josh on the channel again very, very soon anyway, because we do this show weekly. Obviously, next week is on his channel. That's what I'm telling you, to hit the subscribe button. And then we'll obviously push on to my channel the week after. And hopefully I will be happy by then and company would have got it right. But either way, yeah, big up everybody. I'm going to put the link in the chat. If you want to go over to Zia Talk's channel, please do. He's a good lad. He's talking about his club, Al Hilal. So there's the link and it will redirect to him either way. But yeah, big up to everybody. Big up to Josh. Yeah, until then, yes, I'm Mia. Peace out, people.